trinomials. One more time. As we know about that, the word is quadratic. When the word is quadratic, the degree is 2. The word is cubic, the degree is 3. The word is linear, the degree is 1. The word is fourth power, the degree is 4. And now we generalize after that, right? By quadratic, actually, we call, no problem, we can call the fourth power, fifth power, sixth power. But our focus on today, the complete on the quadratic trinomial. One more time. The quadratic trinomial. Why it is called quadratic trinomial? Just try to understand right now all the things on the board. After that, we're gonna come back to, perhaps today we cannot come back to the question, but we can learn something today, including me as well. Something about the quadratic trinomial, right? When I say the quadratic trinomial, it means talking about the quadratic polynomial. One more time. One more time. Okay, now look at the board. Just try to understand here. The word is factorization. What is that? The word is factorization. One more time. Quadratic trinomial. The word is here, the quadratic trinomial. If I hear even a single whisper from any mouth, definitely I'm gonna throw you from the class. And if you're thinking it's advice, absolutely not. It's a warning to you all. If you don't want to listen to me, you can leave the class, please. I don't want to disturb you when I'm teaching on the board. Please disturb me a lot. Understand that. Factorization of quadratic trinomial. One more time. I'll throw you two. T-O-O. Two. Spit it out, everybody. Only the 2, 3, 4, 5. Only these days we have. After that, after the program, we're gonna meet again. 16th of August. Okay. 17th of August it was official. Perhaps I'll get the time when I will start the class. 16th of August. Otherwise, the class will be rescheduled 17th of August, right? Now look at the board. You will say the first of all, the word is quadratic. So quadratic means the degree is 2. The degree is 2. See guys, we are not just going through right now all the definitions, all the things. When the quadratic equation will start, a lot of things we'll discuss that time. But right now, our focus on this time, right, about the quadratic trinomial. We're gonna do the factorization of this one. Okay, let's understand the one by one. Quadratic means the degree is 2. Let me just write the general form. When I say the quadratic polynomial, one more time, guys. Quadratic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial general form is this: x squared plus bx plus c. It is a quadratic polynomial. General form of the quadratic polynomial. I should write here, or we should write here. General form. Are you crying upon? You're feeling sad? I was kidding. Why? Amil, am I talking to you? Am I talking to you? If you are doing like this way, you are the. I was just kidding when I said this kind of work. Just listen for fun in the class. I'll just make the environment a chit chatting. Okay, there's nothing serious in this one. Trust me, because I'm not serious in the long run. I want to be fun all the time because I cannot do this a policy of the class. I cannot do that. That's why. Otherwise, you will get as the most finest man in this world. Quadratic polynomial x squared plus bx plus c. So we can say it's a quadratic general form of the quadratic polynomial. Should I write the general form if you don't mind? If you don't mind, what can we write here? General form. One more time, guys. One more time. It's a general form of the quadratic polynomial. Now, this triangle, when I just say that x squared plus bx plus c, just let me just write in here, yeah. Otherwise, it's not looking beautiful, right? Let me write here. Yeah, this triangle. General, speak guys. General form of quadratic. One more time, guys. Polynomial. One more time, guys.
Quadratic polynomial.
X squared plus bx plus c. Now, this time, why am I making all these sounds like this way? You will say, sir, x squared plus bx plus c. A is the coefficient, or we can say, speak guys, coefficient, speak, of x squared is a. Always keep in mind, always keep in mind, always in the whole life, whenever asking the question in the whole mathematics, until something else is written, somebody asking you what is the coefficient of x squared in the quadratic polynomial, always say it's a, because it's a general form to represent all the time. Don't say like this way. It's not a class with nani ka ghar or something like dadi ka ghar or something like this. Okay, so right now they, so the coefficient of x squared is equal to a. Always keep in mind, that's a very important thing you have to keep in mind all the time. When I say the coefficient of x squared, whenever in the mathematics, in the whole mathematics, until something else is written, somebody asking you what is the coefficient of the x squared, always say, hoping to show that. Second, you tell me, I'm going to make it short. You will say coefficient of the x. You will say the coefficient of the x equal to, 12 बज गया, coefficient of x and the constraint term. Always keep in mind one thing. What is that? The thing is, always keep in mind that when I say the constraint term, no variable, variable rest about 0. No variable. Constant term, no variable. Constant term, no variable. No variable mentioned there over there. X is there, no x is there, constant term. Let me just tell you what I'm saying now. Whenever in the whole mathematics, quadratic polynomial or trinomial or anything, so always keep in mind when I ask you the what is the coefficient of the x squared in the quadratic polynomial, always say yeah, a. Don't say anything else until something else is said. What does it mean that? Let me just tell you. I'm just telling you right now. Px squared plus qx plus r. Now it is also a quadratic trinomial. And now one more thing I will tell you about trinomial. What is called trinomial? Trinomial means like the three terms are there. Quadratic polynomial always represented with the three terms. When what is saying the quadratic? Because you will say, sir, it is a quadratic polynomial or not? I will say yes, it's quadratic polynomial, but I cannot call it quadratic trinomial. Confused? This time I have to say, or we have to say, it's a quadratic polynomial. That's true. And now x squared is equal to 0 or x squared equal to 5, anything is there, I have to call the quadratic equation, because now we have the equation, LHS and the RHS we have. Do you feel me what I'm saying now? So you said, okay, what you're talking about, can I call this trine? It's a quadratic trinomial? 100% not. You have to call this one just right now. Just go and wash your face and drink water, come in right now. So otherwise don't sleep in the class. Then remove your hand from there. You will say, sir, can I call this one quadratic trinomial? Absolutely not. We cannot call quadratic trinomial. We have to call this one just a quadratic polynomial. Don't call it quadratic trinomial. Don't say the based on the number of terms. Sir, it is quadratic, 100%. It is quadratic because part is 2 there. Okay, sir. Kamil, can you call quadratic here? Quadratic polynomial here? You can call quadratic polynomial. So now, can you call quadratic polynomial here? No? Why? Yeah, absolutely. Without the variable, nobody can say that it's a quadratic polynomial. 100% not. The variable decides that what is the degree of this one, and degree will tell you what kind of polynomial is that. It's a quadratic polynomial, or cubic polynomial, or any kind of other polynomial by quarter or something else. So now this trine is a quadratic polynomial, 100% true. But you cannot call this one quadratic trinomial. Let me just tell you what I'm saying. Let me just write here true. Sir, I want to call this one quadratic trinomial. You cannot call it. You have to call this one quadratic binomial. X squared minus 9x plus 4. What do you call? Quadratic trinomial. Why? Because nobody can, nothing can be either subtracted together, nothing can be merged down. That's why you can call this one, because three different terms are there, separated terms are there. X squared minus 9x and plus 4. That's why it is called quadratic trinomial. Do you feel me? Just you will say, sir, x squared minus 9x plus 4. What do you call this one? What do you call this one? Based on the term. That's great. But you're always ready. So it is called a quadratic monomial. It is called binomial. This trine. What do you call this trine? What do you call this trine? Particular this kind of question right now. What is the coefficient of x, Kamil? Huh? No, what is the coefficient of x? Oh yeah. Traula. Coefficient of x. Sure. Yeah. This trine. Right now, in this particular question, you have to say that the coefficient of the x equal to q. But when the general form, what is the general form of the quadratic trinomial? That is x squared plus bx plus c. Just you tell me, what is the coefficient of the x squared? Huh? It is not 9, it is q. Okay. Coefficient, tell me guys, of x squared equal to p. Can I write this one in this way if you don't mind? Tell me guys. And the last, tell me, what is the constant term? Huh? Understood the point? Now you will say, sir, I want to say something. One more thing we have to understand here. That is, what is that? The thing we need to understand here. That is ax squared plus bx plus c. It is the general. Tell me guys. General form of, tell me nade, quadratic trinomial. Hope you understood right now what is the meaning of the quadratic trinomial. You understand the meaning of this one? When the three terms are there, separated terms, nothing can be separated or added together. Let me just tell you what I'm talking about. You cannot say 9x squared plus 2x squared plus 5 is a quadratic trinomial. You cannot say this thing. Why is it? Because this can be added. You have to solve for it. After that, you can say that. But you cannot call it quadratic trinomial here. Why is so? Because this can be added together. Degree is same, variable is same. It can be added. Like terms are there. The 9x squared and plus 2x squared, 9x squared and 2x squared are the like terms. We don't care about the coefficient. 9 and 2, different coefficients are there. We don't care. 11x squared plus 5. So don't decide directly. Immediately don't decide. Just sudden a moment. There's something in your hand. Yes, there's something in your hand. Yes or no? Just tell me yes or no. Yeah, put it there. Keep it. So now this trine, what do you call this one? Quadratic trinomial or binomial? Hope you understood that. So now when the general form it is there, because nothing can be added or subtracted here. Can you add something x squared plus bx? Can you add together? Can you add this one? No, unlike terms are there. X squared and bx, unlike terms. Why? Degrees, no, degrees different. Like when do we say like terms in the variable? In case of the variable, when degree same, variable same. Degree same, variable same. Degree same, variable same. Then like terms. Negative positive another matter. Negative positive another matter. Right now, like terms. It is the form of quadratic trinomial. Hope you understood that. Any more problem? Let me just write. Actually, I don't want to write, but even we must write that. If somebody writes only x squared, let's assume only it is. I want to just write, make it short if you don't mind. Quadratic mono Somebody writes x squared plus 5. Why I'm just trying all the time 5? My plus, I'll just try minus. You tell me, guys. Quadratic binomial. Can you do this? Can you do this? Quadratic binomial. When the two terms are there, quadratic binomial. Single terms are quadratic monomial. Gum. Gum. Raja gum. When a single term is there, quadratic monomial. This time, y square plus 6. Quadratic. Y square plus 2y plus 9. Hope you understood that. Any problem? Yeah? Fourth term will be there. Yeah. What do we call when the four terms are there? What do we call? Huh? Huh? Yeah, that is called multinomial. Actually, even multinomial is called. General form multinomial or polynomial we can call. We have to call the polynomial. Yeah, because know the general names for all the time. If you ask when the 100 terms are there, and you'll ask me, no, sir, just tell me when the 11 terms are there, 10 terms are there, tell me all the general name. Hey, nobody can memorize the whole general name because somebody said that 1 lakh terms is there, what do we call? It's a bullshit thing. Only that we have till some general names are there and at 5 terms or 6 terms. Okay. So now, hope you understood that. So you will say the it is a quadratic trinomial. Understood the meaning of this one? Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. I told you, don't touch anything. You're forcing me to do.